welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we update you with the recent important legal developments across the nation. Here are the headlines. Apex Courts permission not required to transfer presiding officers of MP MLA Special Courts. Supreme Court clarifies. Umar Khalid's bail plea adjourned by the Supreme Court as Delhi police sought more time to file counter affidavit. Adipurush producers move Supreme Court against High Court order directing personal appearance. AAP leader Tahir Hussain granted bail by the Delhi High Court in 2020 Delhi riots. Uniform taxation to be levied for all large cars. GST Council issues statement. Now let's take a detailed look at the headlines. A bench of the Supreme Court comprising the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices P.S. Narasimha and Manoj Mishra clarified that the High Courts do not require its permission when transferring presiding officers of special MP MLA courts. The Apex Court differed from its previous order of August 2021 that directed such judicial officers shall not be transferred without obtaining prior approval of the Apex Court. After the said order, several High Courts filed interlocutory applications seeking permission to transfer judicial officers on various grounds. Following this, in October 2022, the Apex Court directed that the permission of the Apex Court shall be required when transfer was made on grounds except the normal course consequent upon the end of their tenure in a particular posting. And on July 11th, the Supreme Court modified its orders to ensure that administrative work of the High Courts does not suffer due to delay in dealing with the interlocutory applications. The top court said that its permission shall not be required anymore. Instead, the transfer can be made after obtaining the approval of the Chief Justice of the High Court, who shall ensure the transfer is made after another judicial officer has filled the existing vacancy and no case is pending for final judgment. The bail plea of Umar Khalid was adjourned by the Apex Court after the Delhi police sought more time to file the counter affidavit. Khalid is accused of being part of the conspiracy that led to the communal violence in Delhi in February 2020 among 59 others. He was arrested in September 2020 and was booked under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. His bail plea was earlier rejected by the Delhi High Court, and now a bench of the Apex Court comprising Justices A.S. Bopanna and M.M. Sundaresh is dealing with the matter. Senior advocate Kapil Sibal appeared for Khalid and pointed out that his client has been in jail for 2 years and 11 months. The counsel for Delhi police, however, sought more time to file the counter affidavit, and the top court adjourned the bail hearing till July 24th. Producers of the movie Adipurush moved Supreme Court against an order passed by the Lucknow bench of the Allahabad High Court, seeking their personal appearance in court on July 27th. The movie has been in controversy even before its release for allegedly being disrespectful to the Valmiki Ramayana. And the High Court also criticized the makers for the shameful and vulgar representation of godlike characters. The court had also ordered the constitution of an expert committee to re-examine whether Adipurush captures the essence of Ramayana, on which it claims to be based. The film's producer Bhushan Kumar, director Om Raut, and dialogue writer Manoj Muntashir were asked by a bench of the High Court comprising Justices Rajesh Singh Chauhan and Shri Prakash Singh to appear before the court and submit their personal affidavits. The same has now been challenged before the Supreme Court, and the parties seek an exemption from personal appearance. The matter was mentioned before a bench led by the CJI D.Y. Chandrachud, who refused the urgent listing of the matter but agreed for mentioning tomorrow. The Delhi High Court today granted bail to Aam Aadmi Party leader Tahir Hussain in 5 separate cases in connection with the 2020 North-East Delhi riots. However, Hussain will continue to be behind bars and in judicial custody as he faces a total of 11 FIRs and has not been granted bail in all matters. One of the cases in which he was not granted bail includes the Unlawful Activities Prevention case, which alleges his involvement in a conspiracy to incite violent riots. The Enforcement Directorate had also booked Tahir in a money laundering case, in which the charges have already been framed by the trial court in November last year. Hussain had challenged the charges before the High Court and the Supreme Court, but his plea was dismissed by both the courts. The Goods and Services Tax Council, chaired by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, decided that uniform taxation would now be levied on all large cars, whether called multi-utility or sports utility vehicle, or known by any other name. The said cars, popularly known as SUVs and MUVs, will now attract a compensation cess of 22%, which will be charged on top of a 28% tax if the length of the car exceeds 4,000 mm. The engine capacity of the vehicle is above 1500 cc and the ground clearance is above 170 mm. The GST Council closed loopholes by doing away with the differential rates of compensation cess. However, large vehicles will now witness a price increase of about 2% due to falling under the new tax bracket. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum, and subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.